I'm at a point in my life and in my career where I want to work with people that I'm aligned with. It's the only crypto I own. The only crypto I own is VeChain.
VeChain's proven tech powers global brands, and now it's also built to reward people who show up, put in the work, and give back.
We need the people to use the technology for good.
See this? Come on, people. Clean your up.
The VET token fuels an ecosystem where real actions like recycling, cutting waste, charging your car turn into real value.
I bet on people. I like Sonny, and he and I are aligned in a lot of different sustainable things that he's working on.
The V-World wallet connects people, apps, and communities shaping a better future.
I believe everybody get the benefits.
I'm at a point in my life and in my career where I want to work with people that I'm aligned with. It's the only crypto I own. The only crypto I own is VeChain.
VeChain's proven tech powers global brands, and now it's also built to reward people who show up, put in the work, and give back.
We need the people to use the technology for good.
See this? Come on, people. Clean your up.
The VET token fuels an ecosystem where real actions like recycling, cutting waste, charging your car turn into real value.
I bet on people. I like Sonny, and he and I are aligned in a lot of different sustainable things that he's working on.
The V-World wallet connects people, apps, and communities shaping a better future.
I believe everybody get the benefits by using the crypto, even without knowing that.
VeChain, powered by VET.
I actually bought almost $1 million worth of VeChain.
Chosen by those who see the future clearly.
I'm in every way that you could possibly be in with Sonny and VeChain.
We are live from the beautiful city of Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're going to be chatting everything VeChain prior to the UFC 323. And I've got my awesome co-host with me. I've got AJ, who is your favorite crypto degenerate, is that right?
Yeah, that works for me. I can run with that.
Okay, but we also have Ellie. Ellie is the undefeated Power Slap winner. And she's also into crypto too, does a little bit of degenning.
Yeah, we dabble.
just a little bit. And I'm Wendy O. I talk everything crypto every single day. And I'm super excited to talk about VeChain, to talk about UFC, and really just to hang out with you guys because it's been a minute since we all saw each other last.
Yeah. Since Rare Evo, I believe, the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
And then the last time I saw you, you knocked a girl unconscious in one shot.
Ooh,
that was fun.
That may have happened, yeah. Just quick night.
And this is why crypto, primarily VeChain, and fighting UFC, all of that goes hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Not only because you could just knock people out, but because we got a little bit of degen in us.
Oh, for sure. I mean, come on, if you're not taking Power Slap, you're not taking a little bit of degen. I mean.
Yeah, but also too, like when we're talking about crypto and we're talking about fighting, especially trading, we're also talking a little bit about sustainability and transparency and really just community at the end of the day. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah, for sure. I also kind of would suggest that the type of characters that you get that are fighters are essentially risk takers. There's a common denominator with crypto between crypto and poker players. There's a common denominator between crypto and dirt bike racers. And I would say the same thing between crypto and fighting. because there's a certain amount of calculated risk where it could really go bad, but you're also, if you believe in X, Y, and Z and you're willing to put it on the line, then there you go. And if the people can get rewarded on the way, amazing. But I've seen that overlap in the thousands of people that we meet in this industry. There's a lot of common denominators, and that's definitely one of them.
I think that kind of too, the reason why we say degen in crypto primarily is because you're essentially becoming an entrepreneur. You're taking a chance. And I feel like a lot of times the UFC fighters are doing the same thing. Or those of you guys that do power slap, like you guys are taking a big risk, getting up in front of a lot of people, putting your brand out there, your face out there, becoming incredibly transparent, and very similar. A lot of, like what AJ said, a lot of overlaps too.
Yeah. And I think something that gets overseen, and this is something that was quite surprising for myself, is as I was prepping for my slaps or the competitions, I started realizing how many things were coming into it, and ways that I could be sustainable while I was training. So water bottles, being able to reuse them, being able to throw them out after, how much coffee and laundry, all of these things that, you don't really, a lot of people look at VeChain and UFC and Power Slap and how does that connection go hand in hand? And as I was training, I was learning just how hand in hand it goes. And all of the things like I mentioned, laundry, coffee, recycling, all of that, those are all apps that you can find on the VWorld app that I used every day, and I was earning before I even got on stage.
And that's the cool thing about crypto is, like, when we say degen, we're more so talking about being an entrepreneur and taking a risk in that fact. And that's why I really like the overlap between crypto and UFC and all of the in between. And I really like how VeChain kind of fits in with that sustainability and accountability for that too, because you actually, different apps in the VeChain ecosystem, or dApps, they're really kind of forcing you to take accountability and to practice sustainability. And we all know when you're first starting out as an entrepreneur, it's really, really important to kind of stay on track and to monitor what you do so you can continue to improve.
Yeah, 100%. I think when you sometimes someone that wouldn't understand, sometimes when I say the word sustainability, people look at me like they think they know the definition, but they don't actually know the definition. So, like, for instance, sustainability is, instead of using a plastic cup every time you drink a cup of coffee, is to use this same reusable one and wash it every day instead of wasting that plastic every single time. That's the sustainable decision. And basically with VeChain and VBetterDAO, you get rewarded by doing the right thing. And I think that's what I like most about VeChain. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. There's a lot of projects with good value props. But at the end of the day, there's only one project giving people free crypto by you doing the right thing.
Exactly. And I actually want to talk about some of the different updates for VeChain in a little bit, primarily because we're here because of VeChain, which is absolutely amazing. They're one of the big sponsors for UFC, for the UFC 323 that we're going to see soon. And we are going to have a fighter, you guys. We are going to have a fighter. So, and they're going to be doing some fun challenges. We also have a really, really epic giveaway. So you're going to have to watch from now until the end. You don't want to miss anything.
Should we tell them what the giveaway is?
Do you want to, or should Ellie tell them?
I think this is you, Ellie.
Me.
This is you.
All right. One lucky winner will get these UFC gloves signed by Marab himself. Guys, these are insane. So if you want these, try to get them without the reflection.
This is a guy that dented Sugar Sean twice, and now is fighting on tomorrow, who he already beat. He's a machine.
This is going to be...
He will successfully defend tomorrow. And we're talking a guy who's probably going to defend, I would say, like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, and he's still going.
And he's VFam.
Still going.
He's the VFam.
Ooh.
Super cool.
So yeah.
Legend.
Sign Marab gloves. If you want to get your hands on these, be active in the chat. We're going to be choosing one lucky winner. So do your best. Let's see what we got.
Smash the likes.
There you go. Yeah, smash the likes, share this, push this out. Also subscribe, because we're going to be doing a lot more of these in the future. And we're going to be doing these challenges, which are going to be maybe not so much fun for the people that are doing the challenges, but you guys get to watch and you guys get to win these awesome set of gloves. But kind of bringing it back to kind of this crypto talk, which I know some of you guys watching, you guys are big fight fans, but we have to bring in the crypto talk a little bit, because It is important. Crypto was created for the people, by the people, to improve quality of life for everybody from every single background. It doesn't matter who you are, where you came from. Anybody can access crypto, primarily VeChain. Anybody can benefit from a lot of the different apps, the dApps we have. I need some more coffee, but AJ, do you want to talk to us about some of the updates? And I know Ellie's got something cool to talk about too regarding VeChain.
Yeah, sure. So recently, VeChain just successfully launched the Hayabusa upgrade, which is essentially a switching from proof of authority to delegated proof of stake. So what does that mean? So right now, there's two main aspects of VeChain. There's the VBetter DAO, that has its own tokens where you'll get rewards for doing the right thing, like we mentioned. And then there's the original two tokens, which is VeChain and VThor. In proof of authority, if you had VeChain in a wallet, you would automatically gain VThor just by idly holding your VeChain. It would just more money in the form of a different token. VThor would just magically appear. Those days are over. Now that with the Hayabusa upgrade, they have successfully switched over to delegated proof of stake. You use the vWorld wallet via Stargate to purchase NFTs, which then, instead of idly creating VThor, you're earning it. You have to put the VeChain to work through Stargate if you want to still continue to earn VThor. And I think it's a lot smarter to do it that way, because instead of just people with their hand out asking for something for free just because they're holding a thing, they have to do a thing on the blockchain. They have to, delegated proof of stake. It's all in the word. And I think that's probably the best tokenomic adoption that VeChain could have done. And I think we're going to see a lot more action in the future because of the route that they took here. And I think Hayabusa is a big win for the entire community.
It honestly sounds like that VeChain is just kind of making it easier for the average person to get in, somebody that might not necessarily be crypto savvy. If you guys are watching this and you're like, you know what, I really like UFC, I'm here to hear the UFC stuff and to potentially see who the fighter is going to be on, because we are bringing on a fighter and it's going to be a lot of fun. But when I first got into crypto, I'm not a tech savvy person. And VeChain understands that there's a lot of people throughout the world that might not be super tech savvy, and that's okay, which is why they're creating and making things a lot easier for people to just kind of hop on and press a couple buttons, earn, and continue to go about their day.
Yeah, and Ellie, I do want to get to your point really quickly about your update, but I do just want to say, when I say proof of authority, delegated proof of stake, don't get too carried away with the definitions, the Webster dictionary. Listen, download the vWorld wallet. It's all there. Just like how you download Twitter and play around with Twitter and you have it figured out in 10 minutes, download the vWorld wallet, play around with it for 10 minutes, and you'll understand, I can earn rewards by doing mugshot, or I can earn rewards by charging my car, or I could, buy this NFT and earn VThor tokens. It's very simple. Just put 10 minutes, 20 minutes into it, and it'll become a habit that you do all the time, and you're earning free crypto while you do it.
You mentioned just drinking a cup of coffee. Ellie, do you want to walk us through that?
Yeah, actually, I was doing this just before I had my phone out. Didn't want to look like a dick, but I was earning crypto, so worth it. So honestly, guys, it is so easy. Right now, while they were doing their thing, looking gorgeous and everything, I went on Mugshot again in the vWorld app, took a picture of my mug, my reusable mug, and honestly, just like that, I earned crypto. So even just sitting here, I was earning money. The whole time. So it was awesome.
And it was easy, right?
It's so easy, and that's what I love, especially about what VeChain is doing. Is crypto is a really big thing, right? And you're hearing a lot of people talk about it. 10 years ago, if I said crypto to my mom, she would think that I had a human glitch or something. I don't know, but now you say crypto, and people have heard of it and they're trying to understand it, but it's intimidating. It is a very intimidating world, and what VeChain I feel like is doing is it's taking a very intimidating topic and it's making it so easy. You don't have to invest anything. You don't have to do anything. It's literally, hey, do you turn off your lights at night? You can earn from that. Do you do laundry? Well, yes. Well, now you can earn from that. You're doing your exact same thing, and you can slowly start learning what crypto is with VeChain. you live your everyday life. You don't change anything. It's awesome.
So it's kind of like a gamified experience, but not so much.
Yeah, talk about chores. I wish I had this as a kid.
Well, you basically get paid to do things you're already doing.
Yeah.
And
That's what most people don't understand.
And there's no cheat code. Like I remember like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter back in the day we used to have like notebooks of all the cheat codes. And you don't need that. You don't need a cheat code. You can still gamify your everyday experience without any cheat codes. It's just a couple clicks.
Abacab. That was the one.
Yeah?
Abacab, remember? ABBACA.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I thought you were talking about a punk rock song for a second.
Oh, well, I'm sure a couple punk rock songs are called that. But yeah, we kind of got off there. You said Mortal Kombat. AJ got invested. My bad.
No, let's kind of segue into crypto combat sports a little bit more because I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of crossover with that. I mean, and Ellie can speak because you're a professional fighter, undefeated.
Well,
winner.
For power slap,
power
yes.
slap.
Power slap, yes.
Yeah.
Fighting, I've lost 2, but I've won 14, so we'll take that.
I mean,
can you stop being so damn humble about the level of violence? Just be honest. Just stop playing that card. It makes me mad.
What was the question?
No, but it's important to be confident. It's important to own it. A lot of times you can, first off, half the battle is just showing up.
Yeah.
And then probably I would say about maybe even 40%. The next 40% is just walking into a room with confidence. And that's, I mean.
Fake it till you make it. Oh my God.
Yeah. And then just doing the work. And we can kind of, I mean, when we're talking about crypto, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
You have to really kind of show up and have a lot of confidence, and on top of that, show up, and that's a big thing of fighting too.
Yeah, and I mean the community in crypto is so much nicer than the community in fighting.
Really,
the fighting world is great. The people are kind, but the crypto community, we want more people in. We are going out of our way to go, hey, look, we've got something here. We're able to make a movement. We're able to do like mass adoption, how this can benefit, and it's both are very friendly. But crypto is like, hey, we want more people on our side. And that's why, again, companies like VeChain were like, how do we make it easier for people to realize that this is the future? This is where we want to go.
I also feel like VeChain does, because the whole important part for me when I hear about VeChain is really kind of sustainability and kind of giving back to your community in a sense, because if you are being more sustainable and if you're kind of monitoring your waste or picking up trash by the oceans and whatnot, it's kind of giving back to your community. And a lot of fighters really enjoy giving back to their communities because from what I've seen, there's some fighters that come from underprivileged places. There's a boxing gym I support. A lot of our kids are inner city kids that come from underprivileged families, and fighters are all about giving back. And you've actually done quite a bit of work raising money for multiple different nonprofits, which has been amazing. Like, talk to us about that a little bit.
Thank you. Yeah. So the most recent one that we did, Power Slap 15, I did custom Air Force Jordan 1s, and we auctioned them off, actually, for this event, UFC 323, and we raised over $115,000 to St. Jude's.
Nice.
So
$115,000?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the number.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know
Fun
that was
fact.
the number. That's massive. Congratulations. That's
I am
amazing.
in awe. Like, I was sitting there and I genuinely was like, oh, we'll maybe raise like a couple thousand, whatever it is, like even just getting the word out of what St. Jude's is or whatever. But this went above and beyond. And honestly, it would not be possible without all of you guys, without the support, without, I've had the Power Slap team backed me up with a lot of it. Dana White backed me up with a lot of it. And without everybody coming behind me and supporting, we wouldn't have raised that much. So I'm not going to say that I was the only person who did it. I'm just the face of everything. And the movement behind me is all of you guys. It was all of the Power Slap UFC team, everything else. But we raised an incredible amount. And now many children at St. Jude's are going to get more help.
That's awesome. And again, it kind of goes back to the power of community and really kind of wanting to give back. And again, that's exactly what VeChain does, even if it's just, bringing less pollution in with reusing a cup of coffee or, doing something great for your community. So I think it's absolutely amazing. I greatly appreciate all the work that you've done in this because
Thank you.
I feel like, especially now we're in this like really weird time period to where people aren't giving back the way that they used to, or, just being kind. So
Yeah.
I think that it's awesome.
Well, I mean, times are tough right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's just, I think people want to help. They want to give, but the times and the, finances and everything, they're so tough. Like they're really tough right now because they're like, we want to give money, but everything is raising, and so that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, but the good thing is if you guys download the VeChain app and see what makes sense for you, you guys can earn a little bit back here and there. That'd be awesome. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But other than that, I mean, as far as crypto and combat sports go, are you guys excited for the fight?
Oh my gosh.
So excited.
I am ready for it. Who do you think is going to win?
I don't know. I don't like, see, this is the thing. I don't like to bet on anybody.
No?
No, I know
Wow,
that's AJ's rule. I know that's AJ's, like, if you're fighting or you're going to be slapping someone, Ellie, I'm rooting for you. I am.
I bet the casino max on Ellie both times. They wouldn't let me bet more than X both times.
Thanks.
It was dope.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a true story.
All right, we'll be back for more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fun part. But I like martial arts. Martial arts has always been a big part of my life since I've been young. I grew up in a kung fu studio that my dad owned, and it's just really a fun thing to watch. Like, I love the sport. I love watching people like work really, really hard for that one moment. All the attention's on them, and it's like you have to get prepared for it.
Yeah, I think with crypto and with MMA, I'm not 14-2. But I did spend, 4 or 5 years in my late teens, early 20s training MMA. I did some BJJ, some kickboxing, etc. And I think the lifestyle aspect is something that is really big on both parts, because like crypto is not just something like, there are people that can passively invest and just throw a couple of $1,000s at some letters. But the people that I know in crypto, you, Wendy, the active people in our community, this is something like we do every day. Like, I wake up and look at charts, like we're nerds. We're nerds is what we are.
Yeah.
And in the best way possible. But with fighting, it's the same way, because like you have a reason to make sure your fingernails are short. You like make sure you go get your run in every morning. Like every day, it's this process that you go through to maximize your output, where in fighting, it's how I can, have the most amount of energy to be as violent as possible at 8 p.m. on Friday. And in crypto, it's, all right, how do we turn this into that? And slowly over time, or quickly over time with more risk. So you never know. The lifestyle aspect is probably the biggest overlap for me.
If I use one of the VeChain apps, can I earn from running?
You can go on a walk, yeah.
Okay, because I'm not a runner. I don't like running. When I was boxing, no.
That's the word.
No, coach needed to be like, you need to go run, and I'm like, no.
Oh my God, I used to have to go run 6K before having to do like 3 hours of Muay Thai.
I would always ride bicycles for cardio. When I raced
Life
motocross,
hack.
I did
Probably
bicycle.
about my knee got blown out.
Okay, but I mean, if I can earn, then I might start logging it when. And
Well, they have Stepper. So
Yeah,
Stepper, you
Stepper,
can
that's
do
what I
that.
was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do.
We got you covered. What else?
Okay,
Next one.
I mean,
You drive an electric vehicle? That's neat.
no.
Oh my God, we drove to California, and after getting all of our crypto back with their app, it's EV Earn.
EV Earn, yeah.
Yeah, after getting all of our crypto back, I think we got to California from Vegas for like $8 or something.
Yeah.
Nice. That definitely helps
my
with
gosh,
gas.
It's the best.
Well, not gas because you guys are using electric, but like, well, that didn't make sense. I'm thinking.
I know where you're at.
I'm used to drive. I've been in an electric car, but I probably should look into that a little bit more.
Honestly,
be more
the returns back
sustainable.
on EV Earn, like you're pretty much driving for nothing. It's awesome.
Pretty awesome.
Do they self-drive now?
Oh, yeah.
But you have to pay for a platform, right?
No. So last year I flew the Cybertruck out for the first UFC fight, and we had it on display, and then we drove from LA to Phoenix, from Phoenix back to Georgia, where I lived at the time. And the self-drive update was like a recent thing, and I pressed a button, and it drove us home.
Damn.
Really?
Complete trust.
Wow.
Complete trust. And EV Earn. Every
So-
time I charge, I'd earn rewards.
So basically you're telling me that if I am sustainable with an electric car and I use one of the VeChain apps, I basically go from California to Vegas and not have to drive myself, and then and
And you
earn.
pay like $8.
And then but maybe it won't even cost me anything, and then that $8 I can use to
Buy a Starbucks.
Yeah.
There you go. I think, there's so much.
Honestly, what a
you can
life
do.
hack.
Yeah, you can clean up trash. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorites, actually. You can actually like organize a cleanup and like do it with a group of people.
Oh, so I can get together some kids from the gym.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got to do permission slip, but we can organize different things in like local parks or different areas in our community.
Give back to your community while you're also.
And they can earn a little bit too. That's dope.
Like chores on another level.
I like
where the parent doesn't lose anything.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's good.
Just life hack.
I wonder how many people like logged into Stepper and just put their phone on their dog and was like, all right, Maggie.
I used to pay for that. Actually,
Go
I'm not
ahead,
gonna rat myself
Maggie.
out.
I wonder if they have a
It
workaround
works.
for that.
It works.
I am curious. I'm very curious.
I love it. There's all different types of things that you can do. But it looks like we're getting pretty close to getting our mystery fighter to come on.
So what we can say is that we're getting a champion.
Okay, but I want to tease the audience a little bit. Okay. So
Are you guys ready?
Are you guys ready? I hope you're ready. If you're ready, make sure to smash the like.
I see Gabby's.
Or actually, do me a favor. Comment in the chat if you're ready. Do something in the chat, okay? We got to see some action there. But I'm going to give, I guess, a couple hints. But this is the thing. I'm kind of a blow it when it comes to like keeping secrets. My family will purposely not tell me anything because I'm a blow it.
No.
You know what? But I respect the fact that you know that.
Hey, did I blow any of your secrets ever?
No, I was just
Well,
being
now she's on
sarcastic.
live.
I'm like sweating now. Okay, so we got some hits. So this person is a world-class jiu-jitsu. Is world-class in jiu-jitsu.
Okay, I've got a few people in mind.
Okay. So can you guys guess? Nobody? Bueller. Okay, nobody.
There's a lot.
I know, but I've got a few. I don't know if it's male or female though.
Okay, so the next one is going to be, they speak Portuguese at home, but born in the USA.
Okay. All right.
I feel like
Next
there's
one.
a lot of UFC fighters that can, like, that would fit with though too.
I know. I've got like 3 or 4 in my head.
There's another hint. So this this champion. I'm not going to tell you what weight class because that might blow it.
Yeah.
But they also are able to balance home and family really well. Family is the key word here.
Okay. I think I'm starting to pick it up.
Yeah. So, I mean.
All right. Any guesses?
Any guesses?
Someone in the chat has one guess.
One guess. Come on, guys.
Damn.
Come on.
All right. We've got Petty Corner. Says Mackenzie.
I mean, we kind of gotta.
Okay.
They kind of put us in a corner here. with
Can you,
that.
okay, don't comment in the chat.
Yeah, no more commenting.
Don't comment in the
Not
chat. Get out of
allowed.
here.
Not allowed.
Yeah, because we've got, I know that we have a message from our sponsor over at VeChain, and then we're going to kind of bring in the guests.
Are we ready?
Perfect.
So do you even know what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to eat today?
No, girl, I hate getting lean.
What are you guys doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm getting ready for my fight.
Oh yeah, we're getting ready for our fight.
What? You guys even know what to eat?
Well,
All right,
now we're gonna
let's go.
figure
Grab
it
the
out.
carts and let's go. I'll get you guys right. Let's go.
So I feel like that was a pretty successful trip.
Yeah. But of course, we got to make sure we aren't using the green card app by VeChain.
Yes, girl, let's do it.
Boom. Just like that. All done.
But wait, you guys gonna cook for me?
Oh, come on. Women don't belong in the kitchen. You're on your own.
Yeah, I can't help you on that one, dude. So do you even know what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to eat today?
No, girl, I hate getting lean.
What are you guys doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm getting ready for my fight.
Oh yeah, we're getting ready for our fight.
What? You guys even know what to eat?
Well,
All right,
now we're gonna
let's go.
figure
Grab
it
the
out.
carts and let's go. I'll get you guys right. Let's go.
So I feel like that was a pretty successful trip.
Yeah. But of course, we got to make sure we aren't using the green card app by VeChain.
Yes, girl, let's do it.
Boom. Just like that. All done.
But wait, you guys gonna cook for me?
Oh, Come on, women don't belong in the kitchen. You're on your own.
Yeah, I can't help you on that one, dude.
other than Mackenzie Dern, the UFC strawweight.
Sorry. What was...
We are back live in Las Vegas for the VeChain UFC 323 stream, and our fighter, our special guest, is none other than Mackenzie Dern, UFC strawweight champion. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to talk to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here, and yeah.
You've been busy, right?
So busy, so busy. Life's changed 100%. So it's amazing. I'm training extra hard because I want to keep it as long as I can. But yeah, busy.
I absolutely love to see it. And we're excited to talk to you. We've got a lot of questions. Not too much crypto stuff, so so it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
But we really want to know more about really just about your journey as a fighter and how you're managing things and all of it, because it's definitely a lot of work.
Yeah, and being a mom too, So it's like mom life, and then being a champ, you gotta maintain it as much as you can. But yeah, I mean, it's been good. Lots of work, lots of appearances, and training. The best thing is it gives you so much confidence,
right?
And obviously sponsors and stuff like that. Like I said, you don't want to lose it, so you just start training harder and harder. And I've already back in the gym, and I'm training wherever I have to travel to. So definitely adapted my life. Mo's coming out here for the fights. My daughter, so I'm taking her to the Bahamas with me next week. I have a poker tournament.
Yes,
so I'm taking her to all these things with me. So I'm trying to do what I can to make sure I get all my all the college time with my daughter while we're still working and training too wherever I go. So I don't want to let that fall out.
How old's your daughter?
She's 6.
Oh my gosh, I've got a 9-year-old.
Ah, so
and
fun.
then AJ.
I have a 6-month-year-old.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Pretty crazy. First Christmas.
Oh,
First Christmas.
awesome.
Yeah. Cool. I have a question. I always wanted to ask this because, the becoming the champ is all the whirlwind of it all happening. What was your initial reaction the moment it hit you? I just won this fight. It had did you was it during the fight? Was it because I don't know when it went to decision? When did it really hit you? Days later or?
Yeah, I mean, still today it's kind of I think because I don't have a fight scheduled yet, and I'm just kind of taking it all in, but it's just kind of different to see how people treat you. You know what I mean? A lot of people start treating you differently, and you're like, man, just obviously it's a big thing, but I think when I started I think the biggest thing is when I went to go on the airplane, and then I was late, and the gate was closed, the door was closed. And I pulled out my belt, and I was like, I'm going to work. I can't miss this, and they let me on the flight. They opened up the door. And I've been late with my daughter and when she was a baby, and they didn't open the door. So I was like, but the belt got me in. I was like, yeah, I'm the champ now, But I mean, honestly, going into the fight, I was just so confident that I was going to win, just because everything that was behind it was exactly 10 years since I had won in Abu Dhabi in Jiu-Jitsu, a world title out there in Abu Dhabi. Against Vienna, who's someone who I beat before, and she's a grappler, So it's I've had lots of opportunities where if I would have won, I would have fought for the belt, but I lost to Marina, Yen. So it's kind of almost there, and the way everything happened with Whaley going up, and I was I was talking to God. I was you know what I mean? If all this happened is all lined up, and I still don't win, then there's something that he's trying to teach me. There's a lesson to be learned here. But I really think that you're doing all this because it's meant to be, So I really just kind of trusted. I trusted in my coach. I trusted in my team. I trusted in myself. And I just went and had fun, And I just kind of knew, I was even if it goes to the decision, I really feel it's meant for me to be the champion now. You know what I mean? So it was just easier to fall into that, you know what I mean? Because I just felt it was meant to be, but
Complete abandon.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
And then you just fight having fun.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to be running through some challenges in a little bit, but we do have to interview. We do have a lot of questions because the audience needs to know. Plus, we need to know too. It's not every single day that we get to sit next to a UFC champion fighter. It's a pretty big deal because what you do is incredibly admirable. You're working very, very hard behind the scenes. You're trying to balance family life, raising a young child, which is a full-time job in itself. But one of the interesting things you touched on was confidence. And we were talking about that earlier because Ellie does power slap. And I was saying half of the battle is showing up. And then another 40% is having confidence, and the rest is actually executing.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I mean, I think especially in fighting, if you're thinking in the middle of the fight, you're like one step behind, So it's kind of like you got to be very just reactive, and you have to be on point. So it's just, I think the more you train, the more confident you are, like nothing's going to come out that you haven't seen before, but when you know that you haven't given your 100% in training, there's always that little thing in the back of your mind that your confidence, you're like, man, this is going to be hard,
It's like another level of peace when you go in, you're like, I've done everything. And at this point, if it's not meant to be, then it's not meant to be, like you were saying before. And when you can go in with that level of peace, you're like, okay, here we go.
Exactly.
It is amazing.
Yes.
But actually, really quick question with this. With your daughter, have you seen her reflect anything since you've won or since you've started training intensely, like you mentioned?
Yeah, I mean, she thinks the belt's hers for sure. she's feeling like she's a champ. She took it to school. Yeah, she took it to school. I mean, she had
I love that. That's so
a lot
cool.
of sacrifices, during camps and training.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest sacrifice I think to her is just like having to share her mom. You know what I mean? We're like, you can tell that she's like she wants me to be like that. It's her mom. So she doesn't want to share that time sometimes. But so sometimes she like have to go train and stuff like that. But now she's definitely more. I think she really got to see like sacrifice and the reward. So before it was kind of this thing I'm telling her. She would see wins and she would go to me in fights, but I mean, she didn't see like, you getting paid, so we don't get a medal every time we fight. We don't get like a belt every time we fight, so for a kid, that's hard when you don't see really, you just see, okay, you won one more fight, go to Disneyland or something, but they don't see that part of it, like the process. Now with the belt and just everything, she really sees, she's like, Mom, you have to train so we can get a lot of these, She's really, she understands the sacrifice now, and now it's not a big deal going to training and stuff like that. She wants to be part of it, and she really is just enjoying being a champ too,
Well, because you come in with such a unique aspect of it where I feel like as a normal child or like with a parent that works a normal 9-to-5 job, nothing against it, but you don't see the little sacrifices and you get a job promotion, but the kid doesn't necessarily understand that. With you, it's like you go to training, you work hard, and then all of a sudden you're standing there with the belt, and it really does just drive in for your kid to go, oh, that's what hard work and dedication does. So you're able to teach on a whole different level that, I mean, every parent wants to, but again, you are literally on stage screaming, going, this is what can happen.
Yeah, 100%. After my fight, I did a commercial. I had to do this commercial, and we were like maybe 3-4 days recording, and it was Veterans Day. So she didn't have school, and she had to go with me to the commercial and be there while I was recording, I didn't have like a babysitter, nothing, And so she was so tired of it, and I'm like, this is what we got to do, and she's like, I don't want the belt anymore. She's like, at that moment for like a couple hours, she was so mad. She wanted to stay at home and like relax and go play. I'm like, we have to work.
I remember having that reaction, but my mom was that I can't. Very different.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want the belt. It's not worth it, But it's just, kids, they're so fast, So it's like 1 minute they're happy, and then until they get
just
occupied.
Distract them with something.
Exactly.
It'll all change.
Exactly.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Or a pizza or something,
Pizza always does the trick.
Exactly. I do want to segue over because you said a lot of important things about having good habits. Like she saw a lot of because she was essentially training with this for you for the win because she was sacrificing time with mommy, especially at that age. But talk to us a little bit about some of the good habits that as a fighter that you've had to really focus on to obtain the championship, but also things that you had to bring at home to kind of that you learned from fighting to teach your daughter.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is just like recovery, taking care of the body, making sure, which is something that she's obviously, in kind of how we were talking, it's different like when it's a 9-to-5 job where they go to office or go to work.
Yeah.
Thankfully, with my job, she could go to the gym. So since she was a baby, like she'd be in the car seat, or something, I'd put her in the corner, and just she'd be sleeping while I'm training, and stuff like that. So the mats, you can be training and she'll be running around the mats, and you can take your kid to work basically with what I do, So she's been with me since I'm born. She's gone to work with me, and she's seen injuries. She's seen, wins, she's seen losses, she's seen me, like she'll come and bring me my water during sparring and try and coach me during sparring and stuff like that. So I mean, it's just, I go home, then I'm like doing all my recovery. I have like massage every week basically. Just things that I'm like, okay, no matter how crazy life is going, I need to make sure I at least get in like a training. I need to get my recovery in. I need to get sleep, the things that for athletes, and then diet, of course. The diet's like the biggest part, but
Oh yeah.
yeah,
So undermined.
yeah, she's like, she wants, but she likes it too. My daughter, she loves.
Oh, you're so lucky because my daughter, it's like got to be like chicken nuggets or beef hot dogs, maybe ham sandwiches, a lot of berries,
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
got the berries.
berries are good. So we're working on a little bit more, chicken and vegetables and that type of stuff. But I mean, one of the things I want to ask before we segue into the next part was, what was one of the habits that you gave up to achieve success with the consistency? Because again, consistency is key. But what was one thing that you gave up that you're like,
that I gave up? I mean, probably like going out, just your social life, I think just being at home, anytime you do have, you want to stay, you want to recover and rest and everything. So I think just going out with friends. I mean, I love going out and dancing and, having a good time. So I think honestly, that's why she was such a big, important part of my life, because before I had her in fighting, I was like partying, and, I was kind of living that, like fun lifestyle, crazy lifestyle. And then once I had her, it was like, okay, got to really focus. Obviously, because wins too, you want to win and then to support yourself. But I think going out, drinking, I can have wine all during camp. So that
want to get wine after this?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm after now. I'm off season, so I can have anything now. I'm good.
Love it.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you gave a little bit of a sacrifice up. I mean, because really, I know it was a big part of your life, but at the same time, it really, with all that consistency and giving up that part, you're able to kind of transition to this awesome mother, this amazing fighter, and you were reaping the rewards from the change.
Yeah, I mean, because it's lonely, you know what I mean? It's like, being an athlete, it's a pretty lonely lifestyle, you know what I mean? It's like, you're just training all the time, and it's just like, you like to do, if you're someone who likes to do stuff, So for me, it's like, you have your daughter and your family, but I mean, I'm in California and traveling all the time. You get pretty lonely, and it's just like, you're in your own mind, and, I see my coach all the time, like we're always talking, me and my coach, and, but yeah, I mean, I think for me, I don't like to be alone,
I'm with you there.
What I mean? I like to like go home and have like, your husband or wife or, your kid and talk and stuff like that, and the wins or the losses, and then you go home and like, there's no one, you got to just like deal with it yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like in your own mind, but yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest sacrifice, and I think it's worth it.
No, definitely. And that's kind of, that's kind of the ethos part of VeChain, is just kind of showing up every day and reaping the rewards for hard work and practicing sustainability and whatnot. But I want to talk a little bit more about roots and community, because I feel like that plays a big role into fighting and just in general. So talk to us a little bit about like where you grew up and what shaped you as a kid, I guess.
Yeah, so I was born in Arizona. I grew up like mostly in Arizona, back and forth between Arizona and Brazil. My dad's Brazilian, my mom is American. They separated when I was 3, so I mean, my dad's had a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu academy since I was born,
Nice.
So
you grew up in that. You grew up in the studio. You're a teeny tiny baby crawling around.
Exactly, just like my daughter. It's like he would just take me to the gym, put on a movie like in the corner, and start teaching class, and I'd be like watching the movie, Disney or something, and but you're paying attention, So I mean, my dad, he's at black belt. He competes until today, in jiu-jitsu. So it's just a lifestyle, I think. Kind of what I'm teaching Moa, that's kind of what I grew up with, and just seeing that lifestyle and the wins and the losses and the weight cuts and the training and injuries.
It's so funny you say that. I was thinking, I'm asking it now, like going off the script a little bit, like when your daughter gets like 16, 17, she's like, Mom, I want to do this. Like, are you cool with that? Like, are you backing it?
You're building the future champion right now.
Yeah, like she's growing up where you grew up. She's there when you were there. I see it.
Yeah, I mean, she says she doesn't want to do it.
Okay.
I think
Yet.
Till
she's a rebellious teenager.
I know. I really
hitting things are fun.
Yeah, and she's so good. She has it like she has it in her. You know what I mean? She,
of course.
That aggression. She like likes to I came from jiu-jitsu, so we're like chokes and arm bars, you know, not the punching and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I had to learn to get punched. I had to learn to punch. Since I had her in my MMA, during my MMA career, she already likes like the ground and pounds, and she'll like do the takedowns and arm bars, but she has to get in some of the ground and pound before she goes to the arm bar, you know what I mean? So I'm like, gosh, she's so aggressive, you know, like she
like
doesn't have it. But I'm trying to fight so she doesn't have to do it, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, you know, if I could have a preference, I'd prefer her to do something else, but definitely train so she can defend herself and have that, you know, that lifestyle, healthy lifestyle and everything like that. But if I could choose, you know, if I had to make a decision, I would hope for her to, because it's hard, you know, it's just hard on the body, it's hard on the mind, emotions, you know what I mean? It's like the wins, the losses, everything, the fans,
stress.
It's a roller coaster, you know. So I'd prefer her to, like, you know, be a model where she can just travel, and, you know, and she loves to look pretty, or she could do commentating for the fights.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
I always
still be a part of it.
You could interview Mom one day, you know. That's a long time to be fighting, but you know, she likes to talk. She can speak 2 languages. You know what I mean? She likes to get dressed up in makeup. I'm like, that would be good for you. You know what you're talking about.
She's got so many different avenues that you're setting her up for. That's amazing.
I'm trying.
That is crazy.
So what would you tell your younger self? I know that's a question that a lot of people talk about, is like, what are 3 words that you would tell your younger self, or 4 words, or a couple sentences, but what would you tell your younger self? Like, look, like being, because I think about that too, like going through my life, like what words would you have wanted to tell yourself to continue to inspire you, or just in general advice? Maybe the audience will take some of that.
I think the biggest thing is probably just like what I would tell myself would probably be like, I mean, just believe in yourself, you know? I think my whole life, I've always like, my dad's always been really hard on me, you know what I mean? And he's always like, one year I won all the world titles I could win, you know? I won all Pan Americans, all the titles you could win in competitions, I won. So I had an amazing year. It was the best year ever. And I finished my ADCC championship, and I got off the mats, and I went and talked to my dad. I was like, Dad, like, isn't this amazing, you know? And he was like, yeah, it was good, you know, but you could do a little bit better, you know? So he's just always keeping my feet on the ground, keeping me like humble, you know, but always getting me to keep pushing more, you know what I mean? Which I think is great. It's a good thing to have, you know, you always want to do better. But I mean, I think it's hard to believe in yourself sometimes, you know? You think like you don't have what it takes, you know? So I think if I would have had that confidence maybe earlier, and like not overthinking everything I'm doing, you know, I think maybe I could have got to the belt a little bit sooner.
It's a girl thing though.
Yeah.
It's a girl, like it's funny with Power Slap. I talk to a lot of the girls, you know, why do you go on 2? Why do you go on 1? Same thing. On 3, you've got girls' minds. They go so fast that on number 3, you've got enough to talk yourself out of it.
100%. That is so true. Yeah. We're like, man, are men doing it right? Are you sure?
Right?
Right?
You're like, between the pad and your punch, there's like 20 thoughts that can go into your brain at that point. It is a curse. It's also a blessing.
Yeah. I'm actually reading a book right now about how women's confidence differs from male confidence. And I feel like it's incredibly important, like not only in the crypto world as a crypto entrepreneur, but in the fighter world, because you're a brand, you're a business, but having to be able to be confident some days when you're not feeling confident, it can be challenging. So the book kind of breaks down the psychology of like how men are built versus how women are built, and it's really, really interesting to see.
No, and it's great, especially in a male sport. You know what I mean? Like, fighting isn't more, you know, so it's not common for a woman to be like naturally, you know, all this rage and everything. We're more the nurturers, you know.
Have you ever met my mother?
Right? I know, seriously. I mean, when it comes to our kids, we got to educate, you know, discipline, you know.
But you're essentially, like, both you and Ellie are essentially kind of breaking barriers down, because I remember like early UFC days, like there was like a few female fighters, and now there's a lot more, and it keeps on progressing over time. So you're an inspiration to a lot of kids, just a lot of teenagers, people, like women in general. And I think that's really, really awesome. You're kind of like paving the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I started basically because of Ronda Rousey, you know, she opened up the doors for you know, just of how much we could really get how far we could go. But yeah, I mean, I love like doing my nails and, you know, hair and makeup and stuff. So for me, when I see my face getting so messed up from a fight, I'm like, oh gosh. One fight, it took me like about 3 weeks until I could look at myself in the mirror. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I look so bad. Yeah, So that's like confidence wise, you gotta like really just be, and you know, you always have to be, especially being public figure. You know, you gotta make sure, you know, you're taking care, and then people are always like, you know, there's always people that are gonna say stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just hard to keep your confidence up all the time. You know what I mean? And make sure you're like feeling good with yourself and just confident in who you are, and you don't lose who you are. You know what I mean?
One of the biggest things I walked away with when I started fighting was, when you get in there, you're fighting yourself. Like, you get in, exactly. And when you start having that as a mentality, you're like, okay, I got into a ring, I got into an octagon, whatever it is, I can do anything. Yeah. Like, if I physically cannot be knocked down, what else can life bring at me? And then that right there is like, there you go.
100%. You'll find a way. You know what I mean? Yeah, right? Resolve it.
I have some insight on this. I'm sure you know Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
I have friends with Gilbert, really nice guy. We were having lunch one time, and I was like, Gilbert, like, how do you know, like, when, like, the instinct? And he was like, don't force it. You just find your moments. Yep. The moments come to you, and you just have to react. Yep. And I was like, it made so much sense in that moment, because he was so serious when he said it. And I'll never forget the way, like, that's engraved into my mind now. Yeah. Like, I'm not a fighter or anything, but like, the moments present themselves, and you have to capitalize. It's your job to capitalize.
Exactly. Yeah. You just got to be ready. Yep. You got to be ready for what you want for yourself, you know, in life, I think, you know, fighting life. But be ready. That's the best thing. I feel I've always tried to like force it during my fights. You know what I mean? Like, I want to knock her out. I want to take it to the ground. I'm just going to, like, you know, force it. And I'd fight good, you know, like everyone's like, oh, what's all this, you know, like coming at her and everything, at my opponents and everything. But as soon as I took, like, calm down a little bit and waited for the moment, and you start seeing everything way more, and you can just react way easily, you know. Like, when you're just forcing it, you can't see stuff coming, you know. It's like too fast, you know.
But there's so many times that you can take that mentality and just put it into life, right? Like, and there's a lot of translations that I think people don't see between martial arts and between life, of like, same thing. Like I said, you get in, you're setting the bar for yourself, you're fighting yourself. And then, as you mentioned, same thing there is like, where am I going with this?
Like accountability, showing up, and just, you know, figuring out, like, you know, also, man, I feel like it's also kind of managing between ego as well, because it's like you had a big win, and some people, they just take it to extremes and they aren't able to kind of, you know, bring it back. It's I feel like, would you say there's a fine line between like ego and confidence, and, you know, managing that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard though. It's hard. Like, it's like we're saying, like, between life and fighting, you know, there's so much stuff you can take. But at the same time, like, for fighting, that confidence and ego, you know, it's like you use it. You can use it because a lot of people, they can lose the fight, like, on the weigh-ins, you know, or the face-offs, because of that, you know, the trash talking, and they get into their own minds, you know. And it's like,
the mental is undermined with people, I think.
Exactly.
Unless you're into fighting, you don't realize how much that really does play something.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, someone can say, like, talk trash to you as much as you want, but if you let that get into your mind, you know, and then you're overthinking it and stuff like that, then all of a sudden you, like, don't show up to the fight, you know.
Gosh,
so
what's your trash talk? If you had to grade your trash talk on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your trash talk?
Oh, okay. So you know what, my trash talk is like 0. I tried to trash talk once. I think I didn't even try to trash talk, actually. Like,
you don't need to. You have the belt.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I'm one of the nicest. Like, I can't. It's so hard for me, you know. But that comes from jiu-jitsu, because we fight each other. Like,
respect.
Yeah, we fight each other so much. You can fight the same person like twice in the same day in the weight and then in the absolute division, and then you can fight them again the next weekend, and then you fight them the next weekend, because there's tournaments all the time, you know. So, you know, one win doesn't, like, make you better or worse than someone else. You know what I mean? Yeah. But my thing, I think what I feel with the fights is that because I'm so, like, friendly, you know, and I'm, like, you know, treating them nice and everything, then I feel like it's hard for them to want to, like, hit me, you know, and, like, hurt me. You know what I mean? They're like, man, I like her.
There we go. I like that.
And it's kind of like, if at least for the woman, it's a little bit. I mean, I've had people like, man, you were talking to me before the fight, and you were trying to take my concentration off, and I'm like, I wasn't taking your.
I just want to be friendly.
Yeah, you were talking back. Like,
that's like the reverse Uno card right there, right?
Yeah, I get a lot of the same complaints. You know? They're like, talk shit. I'm like, I can't. I just can't. You signed a piece of paper, I'll go in there and do my job. But like,
yes.
And this is why I don't fight, because I can't. I just.
That's why.
I can't separate the two because I'm too emotional, man. Like if somebody says something mean to me, I'm gonna take it to heart, and it's not just a job anymore. It becomes personal. So I respect both of you so much.
It's hard to turn it on. I mean, it's not hard. I can do it. I can be your friend, and then I can like punch you in the face, and then I can be your friend again after. You know what I mean? And I can.
I respect that.
You can beat me too. You know, if you beat me, I'm gonna say good job. You got it.
Right?
You know
We
what I
signed a piece of paper. We had an agreement, and here we go.
Exactly.
It's just, I'm sitting in between the two most violent women in the state of Nevada. This is not okay.
Do you want to?
Very good.
I'm not going to switch. I'm not going to switch with you though. Okay, you can stay there. I'm not going to switch with you. But Mackenzie, I absolutely love how transparent you've been with us, especially on your journey and whatnot. It's very similar to what VeChain does as far as transparency goes. But I want to shift a little bit. Well, it's not necessarily shifting because we're talking about. I want to talk more about like discipline and performance. But I feel like it ties into what we've kind of been talking about, really, when you think about it. But as far as like is being disciplined and then being able to perform, like when we're talking about the trash talk, it's like how are you able to perform and maintain being disciplined while not letting that get in your head? Because I feel like that's hard. Like,
honestly, I feel like the hardest part is the fans. You know, the fans is for me is the hardest part. Like leading up to a fight or after the fight. You know, it's just like then talking, oh, you look like crap, your strikings are horrible, you know, or you're gonna lose this match.
Different.
Yeah, and you're like
Brutal.
Yeah, for me that's like trash talk wise, because usually my opponents, they don't trash talk too much, you know what I mean? So I mean, for me the just kind of trying to stay keeping your mind clear, you know what I mean? Like trying to eliminate anything that will get you that will take your mind off of things. I think like every day I read my book, I diary or journal or whatever, I don't know, I write, I like anything that's in my mind, I write it out. So it's like, and then I read it and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad, you know? You know what I mean? It's like, I thought something was this big problem, and then when I write it out and I read it, I'm like, oh, why am I stressing about this? You know?
Yeah, right. It's especially hard because when you're having your opponent shit talk you, it's like, okay, one, they're intentionally trying to get into your head. They're trying to all of these things, but you're hearing it from one voice, let alone now you've got all of social media. Now you've got the whole crowd, and you're supposed to be the person that is representing these people. Yeah. And now you're hearing it from all of them and you're going, oh, okay. Yeah. So that's got to be especially hard too.
But I mean, we're in entertainment, you know. I mean, we're fighters, you know. So I mean, we're not like WWE, but it's real fighting. Yeah. But I mean, it's still part of the entertainment, you know what I mean?
I think that's something people need to realize too.
Exactly. You know, and it's like if they think you're bad or if they think you're good, if they're watching you and they want to see you fight, you know, it's like I can look like crap, but I'm gonna go out there and do the best I can do. And like I mean, I have a lot of performance of the night and bonuses and stuff like that. So I think I'm an entertaining fighter, you know. So if they think it looks good or bad, and I mean, working out, so you look good doing it too, you know. It's like as long as they're watching, that's good, you know. So they can say whatever they want, but yeah, it's definitely hard to, you know, you're just trying not pay attention to it.
So what metrics do you use to track? Like what do you use to track your metrics and your performance and whatnot?
Metrics? Yeah,
like how do you track like your performance? Do you use any like apps or you just go into the gym or
like your sleep or your heart rate or any of these things? Like what do you watch the most?
Or to see how you're peaking? Like any of that?
I don't do any of that. I just basically, I mean, I depended on how I'm doing in sparring, how many rounds I can do straight. So for me, if I can do like 5 straight rounds and then with fresh people each time, then I'm like, okay, we're good to go. You know what I mean?
So
like,
by round is the answer to that. Okay.
Yeah, by rounds for sure. I mean, I don't look like really, my heart rate is really good. I mean, I have my strength trainer. He pays more attention to that, but.
So the coaches are keeping track.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm just like they're like
your job is just to show up.
Yeah,
put the effort in.
Exactly. I'm like they're like a video game. You know what I mean? I'm just like I just do what they tell me to do. You know, that's why it's a team thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, that's awesome. It's good that you have a pretty solid team behind you that's helping you and whatnot. Because again, that can when you're managing it all on your own, it's very challenging.
Oh yeah, you can't do it by yourself. 100%.
And like, how do you build trust with your coaches or your sparring partner? Do your coaches spar with you, or do you have like a specific? Well, Because some people do things a little bit differently.
Yeah, I mean, my coach, Jason Perillo, he does like move around with us, you know,
Okay.
which is so much fun when he does it. And it's like he's a boxer, so it's so cool because like he'll start moving, and then I'll start copying him, I'll start mirroring him, but then I start thinking I'm a boxer, you know, but I'm not. But he'll roll with us. But I mean, we've been like I think about 7 years together, and that just I mean. The wins and the losses, and to see them like, and then also bringing my daughter to training and him like, you know, understanding that, you know, you start building trust, you know what I mean? And you start, I mean, I have a more solid relationship than I have with like my last husbands, you know what I mean?
It's
like
a family, right?
Yeah, it's like we see each other every single day. We talk about our problems, you know what I mean? So it's like it's almost impossible if you're not make that trust with them, you know. But it's hard, you know. It took me a while to find a coach that I could trust like 100%.
Yeah,
you know?
finding a coach is tough.
Yeah, and I always tell him, I laugh because in the fight, I was like, I never know when you're telling the truth or when you're lying, but obviously he's always telling the truth. But in the fight, he'll tell me like, okay, we're losing when really we're winning. You know what I mean? But
Just to push you a little bit harder.
He knows what to do. You know what I mean? Like the other time I broke my nose and I'm like, Coach, is my nose broken? Like in between around, he's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're good. And I'm like striking and it's like all messed up, you know? But it's like, and then in training, he said, no, you did really good. I'm like, no, I felt like that was so bad. And he's like, no, you did. And then in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's just saying that to make me feel good.
Yeah.
You know? So when he's lying, I believe him because in the fight, we're not even there, you know. We just believe anything they say, basically.
You have to. You have to at that point.
Whatever they say, you're like, fine, that's fine. And then in training, when I should be trusting him and I'm overthinking, you know, and then, but I know he's always telling the truth. And then my other coach is my dad. So, I mean, how are you not going to trust your dad, you know?
Still to this day, that's amazing.
Yeah, and we spar, we train together.
He
and
must be so proud of you.
Yeah. I mean, he's been my coach since jiu-jitsu days. He was against me going into MMA. He was like, no, kind of like me. No, my daughter, you don't get punched in the face. You know, you're too pretty. You don't need to get punched in the face. You know what I mean? It's like I'm always his baby girl. You know, I think even when my daughter's gonna be a mom and everything, she's gonna be
same thing.
I see her face and she's gonna look like the baby. You know, so it's, you know what I mean. It's like
it's about to start tearing up.
Stop.
For sure. And it's like you just trust him. And if anyone wants me to do good, it's him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really easy to trust that anything he tells me to do, he's going to say with the best intentions, you know?
Yeah. So
it sounds, I'm sorry, Ellie, go ahead.
No, go.
I wanted to talk a little bit about trust more. So it seems that your trainer trusts you maybe more than you trust him because he knows you very well. And so he knows what you need to hear when you need to hear it to help push you to get to where you need to get to. Even if it might not be what you want to hear or if he's like, fibbing just a little bit.
I mean, I think he trusts me. I think he trusts me for sure. I mean, he knows me, you know what I mean? So it's like he knows if I'm not coming to training, he knows how much I need to be in there. He'll like pressure me. He'll be like, hey, you gotta be in where you at. He'll call me. We would talk like while I'm out here and stuff like that, you know? So eventually, like now, since I'm traveling so much with being a champ and stuff, we're talking like for him to travel with me to a lot of places when we can, so I can keep the training, the best training, because it's different when you're training by yourself, but when you have him pushing you, that is that. But I'm sure he trusts me. He believes in me. He trusts me. I mean, he's invested in me for like 7 years. So I mean, even with losses and divorces and being a mom and just like traveling all the time, he's like really believed in me and stayed, and been on top of me, like, hey, you can do this. And that's what his thing. It was so good to go into the fight, and I'm like, okay, nothing against like any of the other coaches and stuff, but it's like you're going into a fight. And my coach has like, I'm his 4th world champion. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay, he's already had 3. He's had more than like 15 title fights, and stuff like that. So it's like I'm with one of, he's made 3 champions already. You know what I mean? So I'm going in. And I know he told me, he's like, I want to go in there and not say a thing, and just be able to like, yep, doing good, you got this, and like the first minute, I'm like, oh shoot, he's gonna have to guide me through this, We're not there yet, coach, but that's the goal, to get there. He tells me like when we can get there where he can just watch the fight and I'm just in my rhythm and flowing, he's gonna be like, yes, we got it. So
I love that. I want to talk a little bit about building brand in your future, because you are essentially a business. Not only you're a fighter, not only you're a mom, but you are a business.
Yes, a brand.
Talk to us a little bit about that journey and how you've been able to successfully build your brand, but also maintain like a really nice balance, because it's a lot. Like when you're training full time, it's rough. And then when you have a family to manage, it's rough. And then you're essentially building a business at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to kind of like see what, like, find who you are, you know, like, what's your, I mean, I love the beach, I love traveling, just kind of like what you want to represent, you know what I mean? Like how, once you get that, like that responsibility that, you know, you're going to have to be, a lot of people are going to be watching you and stuff like that, you just got to kind of figure out what kind of representation I want to be on the world, you know what I mean? So it's like, for me, it's just being a mom, you know, a woman fighter, trying to inspire like the woman and stuff like that. So I just been working my brand more on that, you know what I mean? Just trying to like inspire women.
Relatable.
Yeah.
On so many levels.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to be like super complicated. It's just, you're just giving it hell.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, that is the story, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Big inspiration.
Yeah, I really try to be, like, I try to connect a lot to just fans and people, you know what I mean? But I think like if they don't see us as like some crazy superhero that does like crazy stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they see I'm a regular person, and so it's like if I can do this, you can accomplish your dreams too, whatever they are, you know what I mean? So it's like no matter, I think all the difficulties. So I mean, I'm just back to your question, like branding wise, just trying to find like dogs, horses. Well, most of my UFC countdowns is like kids, dogs, horses, beach. So I'm like, that's basically my brand right there.
How are you able to keep that, like, you know, obviously build a brand, but also keep an authentic fan experience as well? Because like you said, people sometimes they look at you like you're, which you are a superhero, technically, but how are you able to keep that authentic interaction with your fans?
I mean, I think people can just feel it. You know what I mean? It's like my social media and stuff. It's just very true. You know, and if I'm not posting too much, it's probably because I'm not, you know, in a good phase. You know what I mean? It's like if I do post, you know, my stuff isn't like programmed, scheduled. You know what I mean? It's like very just like raw. You know what I mean? It's like me, my daughter, what I'm doing. You know, so I think the fans can kind of feel like who I am. You know.
Well, with that, I mean, you've been fighting for quite a while, and before social media was as driven as it is now. How do you think that is translated into your fight camps now? Because there's fighting, and now you also have to be a professional social media person.
Yeah.
So how does that affect your camps?
Yeah, that's probably one of the hardest parts is like having to post on certain times, you know what I mean? Or like sponsor wise, when you have to like keep up with your obligations and responsibilities with, you know, sponsors and the UFC and stuff like that, you know, and promoting the fight and everything like that. So, that's the hardest. You're all sweaty and your hair's all messed up, and then you have to like post a video. And you're
3 hours of working out, and now you have to try to form a proper sentence, which clearly I can't.
Yeah.
But there you go. You've got to turn into this professional, you know, social media person, and that's a job on its own. And you're like, well, I just sparred for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I personally, because I was trying to manage both, and I was dropping the ball hard. I can't imagine at your level how you do that.
Yeah, it's hard.
You don't have a team?
Yeah, I do have a team. They help me a little bit.
Okay.
They help me with that, thankfully, because by myself, oh my gosh. I mean, I'll still do. I need to send them the stuff. You know what I mean? You got to produce the content for them, you know. But then they'll like edit it and stuff like that. But and just staying on top of like times and stuff. You know what I mean? You're like running around, picking up the kid. You know.
Oh gosh, throw that in there too.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
You got like 5 jobs on your hand. Well done.
Yeah, no, but. We're getting through it. It's fun. It's fun. It's kind of like I'm Aries, so I'm like, you know, that's my. We just keep going, like very impulsive and just like always on the run. You know.
Leave it to the moms to manage everything on top of everything.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that's definitely, we're good at that. I feel like, you know, parents are good entrepreneurs because we're always focusing on, you know, taking care of the family, then showing up for work, getting all that done. AJ knows all about that.
Cleaning up the puke, that's my favorite part.
Yeah. Well, you'll miss that soon enough. But as far as
he's in a good phase right now.
So much fun.
Like you can take them wherever you want, you know. Moa, she's like running around, and I'm like, you're always like, is she getting into trouble? Is she okay? You know what I mean? When they're that age, it's like. I mean, they don't really get into trouble.
No, she got the scooch.
Oh, nice.
She's not crawling, but she got the scooch.
Yeah.
It's a good scooch.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good phase.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Well,
take advantage of it.
You can only put them in the baby carrier for so long, though.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. We got to figure it out. She's really good. I'm not going to get into it, but it's awesome. I can
tear up.
appreciate it. Yeah. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop growing.
Yep. I wish I could just be like, bam. And it's like have it. Like, I think that's the thing, like with my little sister. She doesn't want a dog. She just wants a puppy.
Oh, yeah.
But the puppy becomes a dog.
Yeah.
And sometimes I look at Aria and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I just want a baby.
Yeah.
But hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
Families, that's what it's all about, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Seeing them grow up and building their own families and seeing what they're gonna be when they get older. You know, you're like, this is gonna be so. I can't believe this. I created that.
Yep.
It's crazy, right?
It really is insane.
It's
Yep.
so crazy, but it's so fun. My daughter, she thinks she's like 20.
Right? Well, she's getting all the opportunities like she is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wish.
If I do anything when she's like at her dad's house or something like that, she gets so mad. She wants to like be on all the cool stuff. If she goes to hockey games, she goes to NFL games, she PBR. She does so much.
That was the argument I had with my daughter before I came, because I explained to her, you know, mommy's got to do X, Y, and Z. She's like, well, I don't want to do that if I go. And I'm like, well, we have to do this. So it's like, you know, you're setting boundaries and, you know, kind of teaching them.
Yeah, 100%.
She's home though because she's with her dad, because
Yep.
she doesn't want to sit
Yeah.
with us. You know, we got to do a little bit of compromise. But we got some fun stuff planned next weekend.
Nice.
But we're about to go into challenge time. But before we do that, and also to
Excited.
you guys, we are going to be giving away the gloves, the signed gloves, which is going to be absolutely amazing. But before we do that, I've got one more question for you. So tech is like taking everything over right now. Is there any tech that you're excited about as a fighter? Or you're just kind of like indifferent. You're just focused on fighting and making appearances and continuing to build your brand.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just kind of focused on fighting and appearances, everything. But, yeah.
You ever like use AI, like ChatGPT?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Chatty G.
Yeah,
Let's go.
It helps me a lot.
So you're using tech?
You know, you just gotta
Yeah.
break down that barrier. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it helped me a lot.
Shout out to Chatty G. Shout out.
No, tech is, I mean, I feel like tech, like, I don't know, when I was growing up, tech was not as prevalent as it was today. Like, we had like basic social media, but I feel like tech is such a big part of our life. Like, and we're using it and we don't even know that it's like tech heavy, or really how it works on the back end.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're so like physical, you know? So to get the part, you know, with the tech and everything, it's like, I'm starting to like use it more, you know? It helps a lot.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I guess we're going to get into the challenges right now. So are you ready for the challenges?
I am ready. I'm excited.
Right.
I'm so excited.
All right, guys, are you ready? We're going to get into it.
Do it.
All right. So first one we're going to do build a fighter.
Okay.
So think of all the fighters that you possibly can. Now, if you could take, I'm going to list a couple categories.
Okay.
And you've got to choose a fighter of which you want that part of.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
Guys and girls.
Guys and girls, doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right. Technique. Out of all the fighters, whose technique? Ground, stand up, doesn't matter.
I would say Charlie's Oliveira.
All right. How come?
I mean, I think his technique on the ground is really, really good. I like his jiu-jitsu, his grappling. I think it's fun for MMA, and he's always like throwing up submissions. Like, I actually learned, like, not learned, but one of the things I took from him is like when if he did get knocked down, you know, he would kind of recover on the ground, you know what I mean? And me, if I ever got hurt, I would like stand right back up. You know, you want to show that you're okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm a grappler. I should just hang out on the ground a little bit, you know what I mean? And see if they come and jump on you, you know, and his striking has gone so good. Like
Seriously.
Yeah. So it's like, I feel like his technique is just, it's like well-rounded, you know?
Yeah. No, I think that's great. That man's an animal.
Yeah.
I mean, there's quite a few, but
yeah, for sure.
Great choice.
I'm not going to step on every one of these, but just for technique, I'm going to have to say Lyoto Machida.
Yeah.
'Cause I liked how evasive he was. You could not hit that guy.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we'd like go to Buffalo Wild Wings in high school and watch the fights.
Yep.
Lyoto, we loved that guy.
Yeah.
He was like, that was our favorite.
Yeah. He's a great striker.
Evasive. Yeah, he really was.
That's some old school UFC right there.
Yeah. I mean, those
Just
were the
age
days. You know?
yourself.
Those were the days. I am 30.
You've been watching a long time.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
All right, next one. Octagon control.
Octagon control. I mean, let's see, octagon control. I would say like Anderson Silva. I think he does really good, just like, you know, getting in and out, and he doesn't get into too much. But he's long too. He has good range. Range. So he doesn't have. You can like control just from the outside. You know what I mean? But I think he controls the fight in the octagon really good.
Yeah. Okay. Now this one's a little unfair if we're gonna do guys and girls, but power. That's tough.
Alex Pereira.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Could you really say anyone
That
else?
last round won.
Right? No.
All right, fair enough. Fight IQ.
Probably maybe George St. Pierre.
Rush.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was good.
I also think Kamaru.
Yeah.
Kamaru's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Gas tank. Someone who just does, right?
Man.
Someone who just does not gas out.
I mean, Marab.
As he's going up again.
Yeah.
Fair point.
What, is this his fourth title in the year, or fourth fight in this year, or third, or?
Wow. I think it's fourth.
Fourth, is it?
Well, the Sphere is when he beat Sugar the first time.
Oh, that was last year.
Right. And then he beat Sugar again, and then he defended again, and now he's defending again.
So like in 24
this
months.
is his third defense.
Or 12 months.
The man's still whipping out content, going to all the training. I'm like, 8 p.m. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
Like, not even take a nap. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, it's like even outside of the fight, it's just like, how does he just keep going so much?
The machine for a reason.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever it is.
I worry, like, who's gonna beat this guy?
Silence. All of it's like,
I wish
I'm like thinking about the
the
division. I'm like, huh?
Really?
Bring Sugar back, like the real Sugar, though. You know, like, like bring back the pink Lambo. Come on, man. But yeah, I don't know who's gonna beat him.
Maybe a young gun. I always like to see the underdog fighters that come from like nothing and they just train and train and train and they just win and thrive. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing about fighting.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, there's so many great athletes coming up. You know, it's like,
yeah,
like you said, it's like
really picking up.
UFC is pretty new. I mean, MMA in general. I think the first UFC was the year I was born, maybe. So I think it's 32 years old. MMA, like UFC. I mean, of course, there was like Pride and all this stuff, but I mean, it's fairly new. So it's just like back then, it was like, you know, martial art against martial art. You know, you could wear like one glove. There was no time limit. You do like more than one fight in one night. It was crazy. You know, no weight division.
Now,
no,
I mean, like, hey, get back in there.
I know, right? You're like, okay, you just won.
That's crazy.
You could wear shoes. You could wear like a gi if you wanted to, and the guy doesn't have any. You know what I mean? It was crazy, you know. And now it's like every fighter is basically like really well rounded, and now the new generation, they're like MMA fighters. They go to the gym and like, I want to do MMA, you know, and then they start already learning like the mix, you know.
There's a new generation for sure, and I love seeing the amount of girls that are getting into it, especially for you. Like I said, you started a while ago, so you must see the girls coming in and the inflow of it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so much fun.
I personally love it. Like, I never expected myself to get into martial arts, and it is the best thing I've ever done. Yeah, like it was completely by accident.
Really?
And it was the best decision. And my brother actually had a daughter, and I told him, because I wasn't raised in a aggressive family, so like no wrestling, no like Power Rangers at most. That was it. Oh yeah. Right?
You got to grow up on Power Rangers, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Then sometimes, like if dad was feeling okay, sometimes, but wasn't much. But then all of a sudden, you know, my brother had his daughter, and I was like, get her into martial arts. Like, it's gonna be the best thing that you can do. If she doesn't use it, cool. Yeah. But she can.
It's good for confidence. 100%. It's good for mental health. It's good for confidence. It's good just, I think, for both boys and girls and structure.
Yeah. Yeah, and to get out, let out energy.
Yeah, right?
It's like, imagine I get like paid for people to watch me let out any anger I have. You know what I mean? Basically,
us girls, we're like ready to beat someone up, and now we can. Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Where was this before? Yeah. Jeez. I think the rate for women in jail is about to go down. There we go. Now we get to beat people up.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
All right. So that was it for our Build a Fighter.
Okay.
I mean, you've had some solid choices.
Yeah.
I'd love to see what you guys have to say. Like, leave it in
I
the
know.
chat. I'd be
sorry,
curious.
Sorry, chat. We're
Someone said Butterbean. Great answer. He was a great boxer.
Marab is the only answer. All right. So now we're going to do a new challenge. Guys, are you ready? This is going to be an easy one for you. It's going to be agree or disagree.
Okay.
That's it. That simple. Now, all of us can play, but I definitely want to know your answers. Now, do you think fight IQ can be taught? Agree or disagree? Fight IQ can be taught. Guys, let us know in the chat.
Agree.
Agree.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about you guys?
I agree.
Because you're going to learn the hard way. And if you don't, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think I just got fight IQ right now for my last fight. Honestly, and I've been in this
Right?
for like 7 years.
1% better every
Yeah.
time.
Uh-huh.
You can be athletic to a certain level, and then after that, you gotta
Yeah.
completely. Okay, next one. Every fighter has one fear they'll never admit.
One fear?
Mm.
You think it's like a fear in the fight, like related to fighting, or just in general in life? Like a fear, or like a fear about fighting?
I don't know. What should we
I
lock
would say
that
make
in
it
as?
about fighting.
Make it about fighting. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't prep for that one. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
My bad.
and it's just a yes or no. Do you think they have a secret fear that they're not telling anybody?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Every fighter, no. Probably some, maybe, but I don't think everyone.
That one's tough.
What do you think?
Okay. Next one. So do you think fans judge fighters too quickly?
Yes. I agree.
Fans judge fighters too quickly. Agree or disagree, guys? Let us know in the chat.
I completely agree.
I agree for sure. You don't realize what's going on. You see people going boo, like get up. Nothing drives me more crazy. And I'm not a ground person at all. But when you go to a UFC fight and they all start booing, you're like, do you know how much work?
It's like
when
they're
you're
40
sitting over here with
seconds in.
Yeah, I'm like, you're sitting there with a beer. Do you know how much work had to go into? You must feel that all the time, especially being a grappler. Like you're like, I'm literally bleeding and sweating for you guys, and you're booing me because I'm on the floor. What?
Yeah, I've seen some fighters like when they're post-fight interview, they're like, "Why you guys want us to kill each other? Like,
Yeah.
like literally kill each other because we're basically killing each other right now. Like we're still alive, thankfully, but it's like, and they're still booing. You're like, what?
But then if you
heck?"
killed
know?
some, then you'd have everybody doing rallies and trying to take the whole thing down.
Yeah,
What do
yeah,
you want?
exactly. They're like bringing back like they want gladiator
They
times,
do, but they
you know?
don't.
Yeah.
They do, and then it gets there, and they're like, human rights.
This
Can't
is
do
yeah,
it.
exactly. This is
Choose.
violent, you know.
Choose.
Exactly.
All right. Do you think walkout energy affects performance? Agree or disagree? Walkout energy affects performance.
Agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
I think so.
Who do you think has the best walkout?
Oh. Who was it? Was it Vanderlei Silva who was like da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. He has like
I'm trying to.
he has like great walkout song.
Oh, he does like the dance?
No, he doesn't do any dance.
Oh.
Actually, but Izzy, he has lots of good ones. Izzy,
He does.
he always
He
would do like
does.
Jabberwockies type of stuff,
That's
you
what I was
know, and he
thinking
would
of.
do like these cool performances.
I watched him do that and then get beat up. I
Yeah.
felt bad for that one.
That's the thing, though. I've always wanted to do that, but like I would be so focused on either the dance or the fight.
You walk out like
Because I'm like,
stone face.
I've made the mistake. So I had to do the Y crew in Thailand for my Muay Thai, and you go and you do the whole thing, and anyways, I won, thank God, but wasn't my best fight because I was so focused on being like, okay, go here and go. If I was doing UFC and had to walk out and remember choreography,
No.
that would be all of my brain cells being used right there.
You just got to do it like the footballers do it and do the celebration. Just do a little celebration
Right?
dance, something
Yeah,
super
when
easy.
you do like a little bit,
A little
thing that would
shimmy.
go like viral. You
I feel like
know?
right now
it's-
yeah.
Right now, I think it's a Sexy Dexy or the Sexy Rexy that's like going viral right now.
Is it?
I forget what team it is, but there's a gentleman, and he's out there doing his thing, and I love the celebration.
Yeah.
Love it.
I like Volkanovski. He has a good song too. He has that "I Come from the land down under."
Oh my gosh, that one's
That's a
fun.
good
That
one.
one's
I'm
fun.
always like, ooh, I love that one.
Okay, all right. Discipline is a skill, not a personality trait. Do you think? Do you agree or disagree?
How was it?
Discipline is a skill, not a personality trait.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a skill. I don't think I think you can learn to be disciplined.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
You know?
Okay.
All right.
Any more?
Do we have more?
Do we have one more, or are we wrapping up?
We can have one more.
Okay, one more, really quick.
All right. Do you think short camps build better killers than long camps? Would you prefer to have a short camp or a long camp? That's not a agree or disagree at the end.
I think a long camp can burn out the fighter. You know, so I guess like I would agree that I think it could like kill.
Yeah.
How'd you word it? You said kill the fighter? No.
Killer fighter. Like what builds a better fighter? A short camp or a long camp?
Oh yeah, I think a shorter. I mean, I think staying in the gym. For sure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when you intensify it, like camp-wise, where you were adding the training,
right?
3 a day, I think like 8, 12 weeks the most, I think is good.
Yeah, you can't do that for too long.
Gnarly.
Yeah.
You can't do that for like a month or 2 months.
They say you need to take like a month, like a fighters, we need to take like a month after your fight just to recover like just everything. You're emotionally, spiritually,
emotionally,
physically, everything. Just from
Patty, he just disappears.
Yeah, exactly. Me
yeah.
too. I like to like just go travel and like no phone, nothing, you know, just be like, you know, take some time to just recover just from how much you put your body through.
Yeah.
Not just the fight, you know what I mean? It's like my last fight was 25 minutes and it's like doing everything cage. Like we were on the cage, we were takedowns, wrestling, we were ground, like striking. It's like 25 minutes to be, I mean, the normal person who gets in a fight like at a bar is like what, 30 seconds?
Less.
Probably.
Not even like what?
Depends on how many beers.
Yeah, and that's like out of nowhere. It's like blah, 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 and then it's over. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? 25 minutes to be, and then you have the whole training for it. It's like you need some time to recover for sure.
Especially recover all the time that you were training rather than spending time with family. So you
Yeah,
want to make
that
up for
too.
that too.
Yeah, for sure.
Or just resting your body in general. I mean,
Exactly.
so we have to pick winners
Yeah.
for the challenges. Someone that's going to get these awesome mitts, and we definitely appreciate your time, Mackenzie. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. I mean, it's not every day we get to sit next to get to ask questions to a current champ. It's amazing. Thank you for being an inspiration to all of us. And I think we have another ad from our sponsors over at VeChain to roll.
And after the ad, we'll give away the gloves.
We will.
That is so
Perfect.
sick. Marab's gloves.
Yeah.
Do we all hate sea turtles these days? Because an equivalent of 2,000 garbage trucks of plastic is hitting our waters every day. So I came to Huntington Beach to clean up. I'm using VeChain's app Cleanify. Pick it up, take a pic, log it, and you earn VET token. It's that easy, cute, and it actually counts because VeChain tracks real actions. You can be a good person while making good token. Make it a part of your beach day. 2 minutes, 2 hands, makes a big impact. If you brought it, don't leave it. If you find it, cleanify it. Real blockchain, real rewards.
Is that going?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to.
No?
It doesn't matter. You can hear us, right?
Yeah.
And you're
Oh,
good.
now we're talking. Yep.
Just smile and look gorgeous.
What was this for anyway?
So we
It's just
hear
you
each
can
other.
hear your own voice, so you know the distance from the microphone. So if you like can't hear yourself, you need to get close. It's just podcasting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not.
I was hearing
Yeah.
through
Fun things. Anyways,
Sure.
we're live. So now it's time that we're going to choose the winners. Blooper.
It happens.
All right. So who do we have for the winners?
We got to scroll up a bit.
Yeah, we have to scroll up the chat to see who's
We've
been
seen some-
here the whole time.
We've seen some active people. So thank you guys for participating and being so active in the chat.
Yeah, there's been some dedicated.
Whose
people.
car broke down?
Yeah, someone very early said something about.
It's the very beginning.
Because I've seen them in the chat nonstop. But
And also I saw a couple people ask throughout the show. My Tesla giveaway goes on my live stream on Tuesday. I saw a couple people ask that during the show. Tuesday is the day for the Tesla giveaway. Just so you know.
So make sure you guys are following Mr. AJ so you get and do all the stuff so you can potentially win that Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla Model 3, brand new.
I'll be sick.
Shout out to VeChain. Killer. Yeah, it was one of the first comments all the way up. I don't know. We're
we
trying,
just
though.
gave them the hardest job ever. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
we
worth
could just,
it.
You know, we could screenshot that person. They get a set autographed Marab gloves. He's the champ. Probably still going to be the champ on Sunday morning too. So we will find that comment and let you guys know. Matt, congratulations. That's an heirloom. I would keep those forever if I won those.
Yeah, don't use those to train, guys. Don't use those to train.
Yeah, don't eBay them either. These are like
Yeah, don't do
legit.
that. That's not cool.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Maybe put them on and then you get some like crazy cardio and then like you just
Get inspired.
yeah.
But thank you so much for coming. So good to meet you. Big inspiration, especially like the parent aspect. I really related to a lot of things. But just best of luck on your journey. I'll be rooting for you. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
guys.
Totally.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was great being
Amazing.
here and thanks for having me.
All right.
And I want to say the winner was Jackson.
Okay. Jackson Crawford. Perfect.
There we go. Congratulations, guys.
Smash the like, subscribe. Thank you, VeChain. Peace out.
I'm at a point in my life and in my career where I want to work with people that I'm aligned with. It's the only crypto I own. The only crypto I own is VeChain.
VeChain's proven tech powers global brands, and now it's also built to reward people who show up, put in the work, and give back.
We need the people to use the technology for good.
See this? Come on, people. Clean your up.
The VET token fuels an ecosystem where real actions like recycling, cutting waste, charging your car turn into real value.
I bet on people. I like Sonny, and he and I are aligned in a lot of different sustainable things that he's working on.
The V-World wallet connects people, apps, and communities shaping a better future.
I believe everybody get the benefits by using the crypto, even without knowing that.
VeChain, powered by VET,
I actually bought almost $1 million with the VeChain.
chosen by those who see the future clearly.
I'm in every way that you could possibly be in with Sonny and VeChain.